The roar of a car bomb has been the prelude to Karim Wasfi's performances of late. The renowned conductor of the Iraqi National Symphony Orchestra has been appearing at the sites of explosions across Baghdad. Just hours after attacks, Wasfi can be seen seated amid ash and rubble in a black suit jacket, long hair combed back, playing his cello. For him, this music in this place has become a form of resistance, something he told us when we reached him at his home in Baghdad.
This was an action respecting the souls and the spirits of the fallen ones due to terror around the world, and of course Baghdad, because we're living the reality for here. So it was choosing to act the same way as the other side is acting. The other side chose to turn every element, every aspect of life in Iraq into a battle and into a war zone. I chose to turn every corner of Iraq into a spot for civility, beauty, and compassion.
Karim Wasfi resides in a well-to-do neighborhood of Baghdad called Mansour. It was once an enclave of diplomats and private clubs. The specific event that prompted him to take his cello to the street was a deadly attack in Mansour a few weeks ago, an explosion Wasfi narrowly missed.
It sounds very, very like a fiction, but this is really reality. I would change my route, or I would stop somewhere, and then where I'm aiming to go, something would happen. And that Mansour explosion was exactly that. I would start my day sometimes in the morning by grabbing my scores and getting my coffee and just sit and trying to experience normalcy as we can. And that day I was late to come back to that spot, and then the incident happened. This spot had nothing to do with any military installation, any target or nothing. So it was obvious that there's a whole wave of intimidation, and that made me decide to perform whenever and wherever to help people overcome that event.
Well, on that first performance in your neighborhood, I gather that you performed one of your own compositions, Baghdad.
Yes, the Baghdad Morning Melancholy.
And morning spelled as M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G.
Yes.
In morning, yes. Melancholy. I know you have your cello with you. Could you play a little of that for us?
Sure. I'll grab my instrument.
Footage of Wasfi playing his cello this first time was posted online by his close friend Amar al-Shabender. People are seen gathering around this cellist of Baghdad. One man in a wheelchair rolls slowly right up next to Wasfi, taking in the unusual moment of transcendence after a dreaded episode of terror. One then would picture you sitting on a stool amid wreckage of a bomb attack. How did people react?
I think they were elevated somehow. Some soldiers were in tears, some shop owners were in tears, some people were confused, because I was connecting everything. I mean, death, spirits, bodies, life. People were supportive. They were appreciating the fact that someone can still at least lead their emotions and spirits towards something beautiful, to rise above the intimidation of improvised death.